Look what I brought you!
And you know, this is some guy, was it Dick Rick?
That's exactly right, Dick Rick. That is his name.
Dick Rick, everybody! You know, somebody came up to me and told me today that they met you, and they were shaking and about to cry when they got your autograph.
That's because I hit him. But I
knew you had a trick, I
didn't think it was that hard though. They were crying?
Well, they said they were about to cry. It might have been a light slap.
Okay. Hi you guys, we're so glad you're here. You are your early birds. Tomorrow's the big day, but you guys got out early.
Yeah!
Yeah, me too.
And yet, very few of you found your way to my table for an autograph. I was lonely, I was sad. Stand up if you were there, because you should get some sort of recognition. Thank you.
I just got a text message from Colleen that says, I'm here. Like, yeah?
I'm right.
Yes, you guys go see Jamie and Colleen and Trina at the autograph panel, the autograph area, okay?
I mean, we're not free.
They're easy.
Not that kind of cost.
But not easy. Right, not that kind of easy. It's easy to sign, that's the thing. Hey, look, it's Blair.
I've seen some really awesome costumes while I've been here.
It is. You guys, we're just going to spend the time just kind of chatting with you.
Let's just chat.
I assume you probably know kind of who we are and what we do, since that's why you're here in the room.
Yeah.
Somewhat
What? What?
Does anybody not know? Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to make you rude. I'm sorry.
Oh, get out.
Okay, so those are the ones you jump after the panel. No. Okay, so really, yeah, go.
My name is Dick. And that's going to be all over. Thank you for that, really. That's going to be over.
Facebook,
Dear Rick Dick. That's what my emails are going to say now. I've been a voice actor for probably 35 years. I started when I was 2. But no, I've been a voice actor for probably 150 different series and video games, shows like Bleach and Naruto and Kakashi and Tsubasa Chronicle and Around High School Host and Vampire Night, Dean Angel. Oh wait, Full Metal Alchemist. Dragon Ball Z. Wallflower, oh my god. And then video games like Soul Calibur and Persona 3 and all of those kind of things.
Alright, somebody has to scream. I'm pretty cool. So my name is Colleen Clinkenbeard. Dick Rick. And I am Reza Hawkeye and Rose Thomas. I directed half the series with Mike McFarland, and I play Monkey D. Luffy in One Piece, the new one. And Dragon Ball Z Kai, I play For you dirty birds out there, Shin Chan was on TV. I'm the little gay boy. Yeah! Also the infant.
Oh, she does the best baby crying ever. You guys, listen to this. You have to do it for me. I'm sorry.
Nobody's watching me do it.
Okay, imagine a baby.
Oh my god, that's so good! That is so good. Isn't that good? I thought baby was
That's
good.
my baby.
If I ever write a baby anime, you're the lead.
You know what? Somebody should write a baby anime because I could use the dollars.
I bet we have 100 writers in the room right
How
here.
many people
Baby
do that?
anime. Get on that.
And a host of other things. Yuko and Holic and Tsubasa. directed some of that as well, and more. But you guys know, for the most part, Rin, yes, as Rin. You know for the most part who we are, so we'll take questions now, yeah?
Yeah, so let's just spend the time chatting with you guys a little bit. How about right here with the red hair?
Nick, with the series DNA Angel.
Sorry.
Do you want some heels?
Yes.
Series DNA Angel, with your voice of Dark, how did you actually create the voice of Dark? Did you actually think of like different actors that you had seen and heard over the years to actually create his voice?
Well, you know, I did DNA Angel a long time ago. I'm serious, in a galaxy far, far away. No, but I did it a long time ago, and I didn't know, I was still really new to anime. And, I mean, I walked in, and the director, David Williams, said, hey, why don't you play this character, Dark, Mousy? And I'm like, Mousy? Can we just call him Dark? What a weird name. And he's like, yeah, so as soon as I saw him, I was like, oh, he's so hot. And I just, for the longest time, I wanted to dye my hair purple. Because I thought the character was beautiful. Do it. Well, okay. No. But anyway, no, there really wasn't a great deal of thought. It was more personality of the character, you know? A lot of times, and Colleen knows this even better than most because she's an amazing voice actor. And the thing is that you don't always have to change your voice for every character. That's not the goal. The goal is to play the character honestly.
Yes.
So while you might be able to pull a line from this show and pull a line from that show and stick them together and go, well, yeah, it's the same actor, they sound the same. Well, maybe they do, but the goal is not to change your voice all the time. The goal is to play the personality of the character. And Dark had a very specific personality, so that's really, you know, where we were going with him, and he's hot. So, who's got a question for Miss Clinkenfield? Yes.
There's actually some debate about that. The first time I ever came up to the studio, it was with Laura Bailey. She's my best friend. And she's hot too. And she brought me up to the studio, and Chris Bevins threw me in the booth for a while. It's like she was trying to get me in at the studio. And he threw me in the booth to scream. So officially, the first thing I ever did for Funimation was scream. And then he also gave me the part of Column in Dragon Ball GT, who's an Irish little boy who loved his seagulls. And that was just a tiny little episodic character, so I kind of usually don't count that when people ask that question, but I should. So there's that, and then I auditioned for Rachel in Case Closed, and that got me the part of Eclair in Kitty Grey. So technically, I screamed first. Second was an Irish little boy. Third, despite the fact that I wasn't auditioning for it, was Eclair in Kitty Grey.
They kind of always start with a scream, don't they?
Yeah.
My career started with a scream. Want to pick somebody?
No, go for it.
Okay. Yes, sir, in the front.
First of all, thank you for the roles you guys do for us.
Oh, thank you.
Into voice acting.
Awesome question. In fact, somebody down at the table said, how do you get into voice acting? And I said, let's talk about it upstairs because I know a lot of people are going to want to know the answer to that. First and foremost, you guys, it's about acting.
Exactly. Yep.
The key word in voice acting is acting.
Yep.
There are a lot of people that can make funny voices, but if they're called upon to create certain emotions and behaviors within a certain voice, that would be much more difficult. So most of the actors that we know, that we work with, have an extremely extensive background in acting. Some of them even have degrees in theater. I don't know, did you? Yeah, I mean, Colleen, I minored in theater. Lucy Christian has a master's in theater. I mean, a lot of people either studied it in school or they spent many, many years developing their skills as an actor. That's the first thing. And the second thing is you just have to live where the work is, you guys. That's probably the toughest part, you know?
Well, it kind of depends on what kind of voice acting you want to do. I'm sure there's voice acting going on in Orlando, but it's not anime voice acting.
Right. In fact, I would There's a difference between voice acting and voiceover. Voiceover is like commercial type work, and there's always that kind of work. Because as long as the city's got any commercials, as long as any businesses are advertising, there are going to be opportunities for you to do, you know, come on down, Bob's Seafood Restaurant, you know, or, you know, you're suffering from hemorrhoids, or whatever the thing is, you know, someday. I mean, there's always going to be that in any city. But voice acting, there's LA, Dallas, a little bit in Houston, a little bit in New York, Vancouver, a little bit in Toronto, I've heard, but not
even
much.
North Carolina, but it gets pretty sketchy after that.
Yeah, yeah.
Atlanta, because that's where Cartoon Network is.
But it's really-
Tara
do you wanna add
Reid
something?
and Yuri Lowenthal wrote this fantastic book, and you should look it up. It's Adventures
in Voice Acting. Was that?
Was that? No, that was
No,
the
that was the DVD. What was the name of
Behind
it?
the Mic, or Voice Acting Behind the
Oh
Mic.
my gosh, I even wrote something in it and I don't remember the name of it.
Search for Yuri Lowenthal and Tara Reid, and you'll come up with this book. And they answer the question brilliantly, and it's the same answers that all of us will be giving at all of our panels until the end of time, but it's in a book form, and they were great. So.
But those of you that want to get into voice acting, right now, what you can do right now where you are, act.
Yeah.
Get in community theater, get in school programs, take classes, church productions, anything you can do to develop your skills.
Because it's such a small subset. It's such a small little industry, little community. So you tend to meet people who can take you places. I met Laura through community theater, and that's how I got into this. And so he's right. As long as you're acting, you're going to be meeting people who are acting other places.
And it was the same with me. I met a guy named John Grimion who encouraged me to audition for ADV Films in Houston. And that was how I got started in anime. So, you know, most people have a very similar story. They met someone who was already doing it, and they got them an opportunity. But the thing is that when they got the opportunity, they had already developed the skills, so they were able to do well with the opportunity. You know what I mean? You don't want to wait until the opportunity presents itself to try to develop your skills. Build your skills up first, and then you'll be ready.
And you don't want to be looking just at dub work. I think that's a mistake that a lot of fans make. They want to do dub work, that's all they want to do. And that's just not very realistic because there's so little of it going on. It's so difficult to get in now because it's just harder. We don't accept as many people for auditions anymore, so.
And make sure.
And it wouldn't pay for anything.
I think the parents in the room would probably appreciate this. Make sure that you train yourselves to be able to take care of yourselves. Because most voice actors I know, I think it's fair to say, most voice actors do not make a great full-time living voice acting.
Absolutely.
Which means you can do it for love, but at some point you kind of have to pay the bills too. So.
And it's nice to have a degree so you can teach theater while you do what you love.
Exactly. So don't ever give up on your dream. If you have a gift, if you have a natural talent for something, certainly pursue it. But be responsible as well. I've heard of people that dropped everything and moved to Dallas to become a voice actor. I'm like,
Makes me cry a little.
oh my gosh, how scary, you know?
I only know of one of them who's working with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, they talk.
He's awesome, Micah Solsad.
Luigi, question. What? Use your outdoor voice. Can I sing Dragon Soul?
Yeah.
I don't remember the words.
I know it's gonna be fun.
Mysteries abound, made of a deep energy, falls all around, but I will go fearless and free. I'll give you strength, you give me love, that's how we live. Courage won't fade. If I'm with you, my enemies will never win. Ba-da-da, right? We will fight for love and glory. We will live to tell the story.
Change to Mama from Kodacha because she has a hat with a squirrel in it. And it's always in it'll be in a Ferris wheel or it'll be having a little tea party on her head and
gosh. It would definitely have to be one of the outfits Tamaki wore. See, you know what? I think the Mad Hatter one is really adorable. But I'm really kind of partial to the knight, the armor and the knight thing. I just always love that. So,
Whatever it is, you make it look good, honey.
Okay, speaking of Tom,
He's
how about
Chris
you with the
Evans.
bear of awesomeness?
Thank both of you for signing him.
Oh, our pleasure. I signed his tummy.
I would like to know, I'm a vocal major at a high school in Savannah, Georgia, and I want to know, would that help at all being able to vocalize and everything to be an actor later on?
Well, it certainly will help. It'll help you become familiar with your voice. You know what I mean? The better you know your own voice and what you can make it do and what it won't do, the more familiar you are with your own voice, that will definitely help. Now, that may not help the acting side of it, but it'll definitely help you in creating different tones and positioning your voice in different places in your head and in the back of your throat or wherever for different kind of character voices. Yeah, it would help. Absolutely.
And it'll help with breath control and everything like that. But I will say that sometimes people who have a vocal background tend to protect their voices in strange ways, and you're used to hearing it, so you listen to a scream and you want it to be pure sounding rather than blood curdling. And sometimes that happens, but you can always find your way out of it. And if you have a music background, the rhythms of music, getting used to that really helps with dubbing, because you get, if I tell you as a director, if I tell you to do a line a little bit slower, people who don't have that kind of musical history sometimes don't know what they did and don't know how to make it a little bit slower. So that helps. Rhythm helps.
It's a great question. Great question. Your turn.
Yes, we're over here now. Patient. Now I'm full of patient people because you saw who I picked before. Now I'm going to pick the one who's not patient. Back there, yes. You were patient, but the person next to you was pointing at you.
I know you do live production and which did you find more interesting?
From producing Nabari and Black Butler? Wow, that's hard. I would say Black Butler as a show I enjoyed more, but I directed the first 6 of that too, so I got a little bit more invested in that way. So it didn't feel as much like I was producing it so much as I was part of the directing crew. And then Nabario was fun to produce because Brina did such a great job with it, I just got to sit back and do nothing and watch it. Monica, I'm sorry, not Brina, Monica.
Okay. Yes, right here. Yes. Did I get your email? I'm quite sure I did. Did I ever write you back?
Yes.
Okay, then I definitely got it. Yes, and what's your second question, sweetie?
Second question is, you should do on the network
Like what? What do you want me to say? Let me see.
Miniskirt. Yeah. No miniskirt. He gave up that. He's not gonna say,
Bacon.
brother-in-law.
Bacon and eggs and brother. But no milk.
All right, yes with a sword.
Have you guys ever done any live action roles?
Say it one more time.
Live action role. Done it?
Have I ever done any live action roles? I haven't done any movies, no. I've done plays, but that's live action of a different sort.
Yeah, I've done a lot of stuff. There's actually something up online right now that you guys need to check out. Yes. How many of you have seen Nuka Break from the Fallout video game? You've seen it? Only a couple. Okay. Homework for tonight. Go home to YouTube and type in Nuka Break, N-U-K-A, Nuka Break. My darling girl Michelle in the back and I played roles in that. And then you guys, I've been doing a lot of Star Trek stuff lately. Now I will tell you, the bad news is that the people that I was doing it with are not very organized, and so they haven't released some of the episodes that I did yet, so they're not out to be seen yet. But I'm going to be doing more of that, and there's some other stuff too, I know, coming out. I did a independent. Oh, we're working on an independent film right now, actually in Dallas, with a fellow voice actor directing Chuck Huber. You guys know who Chuck is? Awesome friend and great actor. He's directing this thing that we're doing. Also, years and years ago, I did a movie called Holly's Story. It's kind of a family film. So that's out there, and every once in a while somebody shows up at a convention with a DVD of Holly's Story. So, okay, whose turn to ask? My turn? Okay. Standing on the chair. Okay, go ahead. Chair stender.
But don't think that's going to work every time, people.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
You made up something called the Yowie what? Yowie poke?
That sounds like something you would enjoy, Vic. Perhaps we could get Christopher Bevins to come here and Are these jokes getting old?
I have no idea what just happened.
What is the Yowie poke? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Awesome, really. We should teach that to Yoda and Chris Bevins. Well, we need to teach the Yowie poke. We'll call it the Yoda poke, because that's close. Thank you, you got me into that. I blame you.
These are the jokes, people. All right. Yes.
How many different parts are you doing at any given time? Have you ever got the parts confused? Like you've gone there and, all of a sudden one movie comes out instead of another character, or Ed comes out Tom's voice or something?
That's a good question. It depends on how many Funimation is doing at a time. Sometimes there have been 9 booths going at a time, day and night, and sometimes there are only 3 booths going, only during the day. So at the moment I would say I'm doing about 5. And when it gets confusing for me is it's not at the time that you would think. Like I do 4 boy voices, but they're so distinct in my mind and they're in such a separate place in my throat that it's easy to keep them separated. I get confused more when I'm just doing my natural voice, because sometimes the characters will bleed together that way, personality-wise. And so keeping them distinct is a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, I don't ever get them confused. I could never look at Tamaki's beautiful face and think of Ed. But I will say that when we first start series, you may record a little bit and you'll go away for a while. And when you come back, sometimes you don't remember exactly what you did. And so the director will pull what's called a reference line. He'll basically play an piece of audio clip from when you were in before and say, this is what we did with the character before. So you kind of repeat it a few times out loud and get yourself back in the mindset of what that character sounds like. And then you'll continue. But after you've done a few episodes, of a character, you kind of cement that in your mind, like Colleen mentioned with different voices. She cemented them in after doing them a little bit, so she knows exactly what they sound like, how they're distinctive. But yes, okay. So no, you selected that young lady. So my turn. Yes, sir.
I have like 3 things. First of all, is Roy Mustang dead sexy in a miniskirt?
No.
Yes.
Mini skirts are mandatory.
Yes.
Do you remember when you were back in New York going to Genericon?
Wow, when was that? Was that last month? Genericon. Was that in Troy?
It was somewhere in New York. I had a friend there.
It must have been Troy. Yeah, Troy, New York.
I
Yeah.
had a friend who was there, and she said that you hugged her like 6 different times, and she was wondering if you might remember her growing up.
I don't. Was she very small? Very tiny little, huh? Oh, what was she dressed as? Was she cosplaying?
I think she was in something dark. I don't remember exactly what she was cosplaying as.
Yes. Well, I love to hug fans, and
It's like as soon as
Will you tell her I said hello? Tell her I said hello. I don't have a strong enough brain to remember like every incident, but I certainly enjoy meeting the fans every chance I get. That's for sure.
And I was wondering, how did you get into the voice acting business?
Well, like I said, I was working on a production with a friend in Houston named John Grimion, and he suggested that I go audition for this place called ADD Films. He was already working for them, and I went and auditioned, and I got cast, and then the next show came along, and I got to play a role in the next show, and it just kind of snowballed from there. So it was quite a blessing to just kind of be in the right place at the right time.
So it's all about knowing the right people.
Well, it's about knowing the right, it's partially about knowing people that, like we mentioned, knowing people that can get you involved and break you in. However, it's much more about having the skills developed. It's like I've always, I coined this little phrase in my mind. Who you know will get you in the door. What you know will keep you in the room.
Yeah, exactly.
So you may get an opportunity from somebody, but you have to be prepared to be able to make good with the opportunity. So.
Okay.
Thank
yes,
you.
in the purple shirt.
I tell you, I love your World of Warcraft commercial, babe.
Oh,
I didn't see it. Thank
oh, thanks.
I got it on my iPhone. You can look at it after this.
The World of Warcraft,
I got it
yeah.
on my iPhone.
you. No, I see it.
No, she doesn't want to see it, I promise.
You showed it to me. You showed it.
It's hysterical, but this trick is actually in two parts. One, do you actually really play the game? And two, do you do any voices in the game?
No, you know what? I don't play the game. It's kind of funny because I started getting a lot of email from fans saying, "Oh my gosh, you're an undead warlock, and what system or whatever you want." I'm like, I've never played. I'm sorry. I just made the commercial for fun. And the second thing is, you know what? I've not yet done any roles for the game, but I know a lot of guys who have done stuff for the game, and I've been, hoping that I could get an opportunity at some point to be able to do something for it. Mostly just because that voice hurts. I have to be honest with you. I mean, we've both done voices that are like, "Oh Lord, please, let this be the last line." You turn the page and you're like, "Oh no, more lines." But Broly really hurt. He killed me, and I love the character, but some people have titanium voices. They can scream and yell and not be affected. I'm not one of those people. I can lose my voice pretty quickly. So I like Broly the best, but he doesn't like me so much. Burger was a lot of fun. He's pretty wacky. But I enjoyed doing that for Kai. I enjoyed doing Burger for Kai. Yes.
My Christopher favorite Colleen. Actually, it's Laura's favorite. Colleen, I love you as Yuko. I kind of want to see if I walked into her shop what she would say to me. Exactly.
I guess that depends entirely on what it is you're looking for.
I'm like wanting you to be. I'm looking to get rid of the ghosts.
How about I just do a line of Yuko?
There's no such thing as coincidence. There's only inevitability.
Yes.
I don't even know what the word verse means.
I don't even know what the game is. I think I've already lost. Not that game. You wrote the game. No. I don't even know what that means. But
Yeah, you lost it.
Oh, are we doing this weird?
what is the game? What is it?
The game, and I'm not supposed to talk about things.
Come by my table later. Come by my table later. Okay, let's have a good one. Your turn.
Okay, yes, you were very anxious with the coat and the. Yes, you. I'm sorry, what?
Brotherhood. If the panda and the dog randomly came out here and had an epic battle.
That panda is demon possessed. Every time I see that panda, I'm like, woo, that thing is scary. What? I think the panda would win.
I
I just do. He's terrifying. What about you?
I haven't seen it. Guys, I didn't direct that one. I haven't seen the whole thing, so I don't know enough about the panda.
It's a
Apparently, I had
panda-
no scenes with it.
It's a panda with giant lawnmower teeth.
Well, then probably the panda.
Yeah.
It's like Cujo.
Okay, let's go the other direction. Yes, sir. Is that Black Butler? You look awesome, man.
I love Black Butler.
Who doesn't?
Are there any new things that are coming out or anything that you're working with? And can you share?
That's always such a difficult question because if you haven't heard of it yet, I'm not allowed to tell you.
Yep, it's true.
I know, but I'm not. I'm under contract. I can't. We can't. We can mention things that have already been announced.
We won't tell.
We won't tell.
We won't upload these videos.
I won't tell anybody. What's the name of the one thing?
Well, I just finished, actually, last week in Los Angeles. I just finished Kaishi. If you've not caught that show, it's on right before, right? It's
Yeah.
on right before Full Metal.
Yes.
It's an awesome, fun show, and check it out.
It's amazing.
Laura's in it, Troy Baker, some really good people are in it. It's a lot of fun. Let's see, and of course, Bleach never ends.
Oh yeah,
And I don't think Naruto does either. But
of course. He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
but we just released. There was just a Sonic the Hedgehog video game released that I got to play a role in, and I was a Sonic fan when I was younger, so it was fun to be in that. Do you want to pick somebody? Your turn.
Yes. Another one over here, I think, is what we're on. Whoever says it first.
All right, not to bogart all this time, but Vic, first a comment, then two questions.
You have to do the comment in your Broly voice.
Playing DBZ when you're 10 really helps getting your voice strong. Okay.
I
Now,
love this guy.
you'll probably hate me after this, though. All right, the two questions. Is Vic short for Victoria? And what do I
I hate this guy. No, actually, Vic is short for Victor. Or if you were in Italy, my name is Vittorio. Victor Joseph Mignogna. Vittorio Giuseppe Mignogna. But nobody really says that. And what was the second question?
What do I look like?
What do you look like? Wait a minute, I should know this, shouldn't I?
Kamikon, you and Little Karibo.
Oh my gosh, were you there?
No, I've seen the video 1,000 times, and also to add, Garugabish.
I didn't get a single word of that.
I cannot resist the pull of grease. What is your question?
How much fun was it to tell Fox how much fun it was to stay naked inside?
You know what, you guys? How many of you know about Greece and Japan? I recorded that part last week, and it was terrifying. Fun, but scary.
Why would happen?
Because Greece has, how shall we say it? Well, I don't know about that, but he makes overtures toward Japan.
Japan. Who is Japan?
Chris Bevins plays Japan.
Oh, all right.
Yes, but it was a lot of fun. I'd been hearing about it. I heard it was coming, and it was a lot of fun to do. But okay.
Did you practice on Chris before you did it? No? I think they'd be pretty.
No, I did not. Yeah. Stop in my name of love. Take it over. all the animes I've done? Wow.
Which is the weirdest and most creative?
Well, you know, Wallflower was pretty weird. That was pretty weird. So that's the first one that came to mind. I'm quite certain there were weirder ones, but I probably blocked them out.
The weird ones are the ones that you don't hear about as much. Moon Phase, I think, was the weirdest one I was involved in, and nobody knows what that one is. But
Yeah.
I know what that is.
thank you.
It's the obscure ones. It's the
Yeah.
obscure ones that tend to be really kind of
Because
random.
they either hit with you or they don't, and that's not going to hit quite the mass market. But can I just say Spirited Away is the weirdest. I had nothing to do with it other than buying it.
Yeah, I still don't know what that show's about, what that movie's about.
It's amazing.
Listen to the gas!
It's amazing.
Your turn. Your turn to pick someone.
I'm picking. Where did you pick from last time?
We were here at Stop last time.
All right.
So look for somebody with a sign that says go.
With the fan, yes.
Yes? Could I do what?
Ask Chris Bevins out in your Yoda voice.
What?
Ask Chris Bevins out in your Yoda voice.
Ask Chris Bevins out in my Yoda voice.
Yes.
All right, remember the weird question? This is officially the weirdest. Watching you, I have been. Like your butt, I do. Wondering I am. Go out on a date with me. Will you?
I would like it if somebody would post that on my Facebook page, please.
And make sure you tag Chris Bevins. Because then he will leave the country. In terror.
Your turn.
It is, that's right. I love you!
We all love you.
Oh, yes. Mararao, do you have a question, my dear? My dear sperm dog.
Oh my god.
Yoshimori? Well, he's just kind of a brat, you know? Let's see. Tokine, I want you to try this cake. It's so yummy. I love Tokine too. Laura Bailey, oh
Yes.
my gosh.
Oh my god.
Every time she records before I do and I get to listen to her do her thing, I love she's awesome, you guys. Laura's so wonderful. But, you know, if you're going to cosplay Maradao, though, you have to have your parents tape your legs together and then just have one big tail. And you can slither along the floor. Your turn.
Yes. Somebody who's been waiting patiently. How about right here? Yes.
Out of all the characters both of you have played, which one of your characters' outfits would you like to have for real? I'm a costumer, it's why I asked.
Okay, wait. Which one would I like to have for like pictures at home, or which one would I like to wear out into public?
Just
Because those
for
are two
fun.
different questions.
Just for fun.
Just for funsies. Yuko from Holland.
She has so many.
Oh, she does. And oh wait, no, I want to change to Mama from Coda.
Yesterday, commercial has 2 million views now. So I want to contact World of Warcraft and go, hey, I brought 2 million views for fun to your game. But I would love to be a part of that someday. Thank you so much for asking. Okay, yes. Of course. You just want... You just want me to yell Persona as Junpei? Persona! Junpei is leveled up. Your turn.
All right. With two hands up, yes.
Well, I think Full Metal has some of both. There's a lot of great drama and great, opportunity to do real nice, intimate stuff in Full Metal, and then there's a lot of action as well. I like doing everything. I just, you know what? I just love doing this. I don't even pay any attention to when I get checks for any work I do because I just love doing it. I'm always pleasantly surprised when I open the mail and there's actually a check in there from somebody because I just did it and I didn't even think about, what's the rate of pay and how many hours did I do. I just love doing it. So any opportunity to do it, I love it. Now I will say my voice is not the strongest in the world to do a lot of action. So usually when we do action things, we do them at the end of the session so that they don't blow your voice out. You get all of the actual talking out ahead of time. So.
You just said.
I know, right?
Look at Tyler, please quick make it!
Let's see. What time is it? How are we doing?
Time for a couple more
Peanut
questions.
butter jelly time!
Couple more questions.
Alrighty, we have 7 minutes left.
Oh my god.
So, did we? Okay. Yes, with the cat ears. Oh, my favorite Tamaki line is the one in the very first episode when the girl says, "I don't know if I should drink this coffee. My father might get angry." And Tamaki gets up close to her and he's like, "What if I let you drink it from my mouth?" and she's like, actually her response is my favorite. She's like, "Then I would drink it." I don't even know who it was, but she was brilliant. Question, your turn.
We have a few more minutes left. Yes, it's right here.
Yay! Okay. First off, where are your tables to get signed happy things?
Well, when you go to the autograph area, mine's right inside the entrance. When you walk in, I'm right here, and Colleen and Trina and Jamie are to the right. Sorry?
Yeah, if this is the autograph area and you're just walking in that direction, he's right here.
Okay. In the back of
When you go down to the big vendor's room, walk straight to the back.
It
You go in
has
the-
a big autograph signing.
Yeah, you go right in the main doors and you walk straight back, okay?
That's actually not a bad.
Get some pictures.
Yeah, the only thing I want to say is, guys, we are keeping track of what you guys say and what you think, and I'd love to hear more from you. So go to my Facebook page. It's Colleen Clinkenbeard Voice Actress, not Colleen Clinkenbeard, because I only do the industry stuff on the voice actress one. So come and friend me and talk and share stuff there.
Also, you guys, a lot of you wrote me emails and asked me if I would be bringing my music CDs this weekend, and I did. I brought them just for you. My lovely girl will be with me at the autograph table, and I've got the CDs there, and if you'd like to have some, come and get them, and I'll be happy to sign them for you. Also, tomorrow, check your schedules. There are panels tomorrow. I think I've got a solo panel tomorrow that I want to see all of you at. We have a lot of fun things to share.
Mine is at noon.
Yes, and yours at noon. I think mine's at 1. So probably in this room. So come back because we've got a lot more things to talk about than we were able to talk about just in this hour. And we're heading down to our autograph tables. Yes, you are. So we look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you guys for coming.